That's Paul Tracy in the lavender car looking to the outside in the first couple of corners.
You can already tell the tracks will be pretty wide. They're leaning on each other already.
I think we're going to see a lot of that tonight. Look at the slide job for Michael Waltrip.
Oh, he's got that thing all across. Look at him all the way across the racetrack, crossing each other back and forth, riding him and back down to the inside. And they all told me, don't expect a lot of speed here. This is going to be all about being very technical. Easy on the throttle, easy at the brake and the steering. This is not a hammer-down racetrack. It's going to be nice and easy. Look at there.
There we go. There's the first carnage. It's going to take 5 cars possibly into this one incident.
And it's like a slow-motion crash. They see it coming, but you can't stop. And you see a bunch of hitters in this one. Ryan Blaney with a lot of damage. Hopefully it's just cosmetic.
Ryan Blaney, Matt Kenseth, Tony Kanaan, and Chase Elliott. So that is Tracy to the inside of Michael Waltrip, and they just couldn't save it.
Yeah, it looks like Tracy sends it in there hard and a little doink to the right side.
Early mayhem on a Saturday night at Sharon Speedway.
Camp for less at Camping World.
Well, you were able to see that Ryan Blaney's car has gone back to the pit area after this early accident off of turn number 4. Michael Waltrip in the light blue car, Paul Tracy in the lavender car.
And here we are riding along with Paul Tracy as he comes out in the corner here with some momentum and a little bit too much momentum up the racetrack as he slides into Michael Waltrip and Ryan Blaney, nowhere to go. He's just wrapping the bottom nice and easy, and nothing he can do about it.
This is from Tony Kanaan.
Another view, just I mean, wrong place, wrong time. What do you can't stop that quick.
Ryan Blaney's view.
He's looking good, wrapping the bottom and just comes right down in front of him. And then one more just for the heck of it. It sounds like the radiator is knocked out of Ryan Blaney, so they're going to try to fix that as quickly as possible.
Now, remember, you know, if you've been with us throughout our series, you've seen it when a driver gets a car torn up early on in the evening, they'll sometimes just swap his seat out into a backup car and get him back in action. They don't have any backup cars available tonight, Matt, because they damaged so much stuff last week at Peevely.
And right now, Ryan Blaney is looking over the damage to his car. We've got oil on the engine compartment, other fluids. Can you even describe really the emotions and the disappointment so few laps in?
Just getting going. I don't know who spun. Someone spun in front of me, and come across. I was just creeping around the bottom and come across the bottom, and I don't think it would have been that bad. And I don't know who tagged me in the nose and knocked all the oil lines off of it. So that really stinks. Hate coming out here, a bunch of people in the stands to watch, and we get tore up. So hate it for everybody. 2 laps were good though. Just last one.
Alan?
All right, Matt. Chase Elliott's car went back into the pit area also and has come back onto the racetrack. Here is Chase's view.
Yep. Yep, that's what happened. It's just, like I said, when they start getting sideways and spinning out, and everyone's that close just on the start of the race, no one's really spread out much yet. And like you said, on this dirt, you can't stop very quickly. A lot of these drivers had a lot of rear brake in the car to try to get it to pitch into the corner, help the cars turn. Well, that's good when you're going normal and fast, but when you have to stop quickly with just rear brake, not ideal.
Past halfway in our timed heat race number 1. Haven't seen a whole ton of green flag racing. Let's hope for more right now. Marco Andretti jumps to the inside in the orange car, looks to make it 3 wide.
You see him trying to get that drive down there, looking for the moisture on the racetrack already. See a little bit of dust coming off the back of the cars. That means the track's drying out, and it's going to keep getting slicker like that. Look at him creep around the bottom. Ryan Newman down there.
So Ryan Newman the leader, Michael Waltrip second, Ryan Hunter-Reay in the black car, Marco Andretti in the orange side by side for third.
Listen how easy he is on the throttle, really barely getting to it. What I noticed here too right off the bat, Ryan Newman is driving this car like it's on asphalt. His car is the straightest, no yaw on it, no, it's not sideways, it's nice and straight, and you see him able to get that launch off the corner, creeping around the bottom.
Michael Waltrip running the rim around the top. Marco Andretti down the bottom. The white car now in 4th place is Bobby Labonte. And then Ryan Hunter-Reay is side by side with Tony Kanaan for 5th.
I tell you, Michael Waltrip's found something up top. He's got some grip up there. You see him getting the run off the corner.
This is for the race lead. Waltrip in the light blue car. Whoop, hit a little hiccup there, and it might cost him. Ryan Newman back out in front.
You know, the top is hard to run on dirt. You got to be just right about how you get to the throttle, keep the car pitched out to be able to carry the momentum up top so he can get the reward right here down the front straightaway. That's where you're getting the reward by running the top, by carrying more momentum down the straightaway. So this is a racy racetrack. You can tell already when the top and the bottom is that equal.
Yeah.
Very racy.
Side by side, still for the race lead. Newman low, Waltrip high.
Oh, we got to spin Biffles around here.
Nope, Greg Biffle is around between turns 3 and 4. No caution yet. Now caution as the field steams down the backstretch.
What a great race. Right off the bat. You see the top like that, the bottom, and seeing the complete opposite lanes. That's what you want to see when you come to a dirt race. And here you see Biffle getting in there. Dave Blaney might have finished him off.
Yeah, Greg got in there hot, ran up on the back of Paul Tracy, and then, yes, in the jam up.
Not
Right,
much damage. So he's fine. Looks good.
Little left rear chunk of the fiberglass panel there missing.
Don't need that anyway.
Yeah, so with 2 races on dirt tracks last year and 2 races on dirt tracks this year, they have been the races with the most yellow flags in all of our SRX events.
Well, it means it's pretty tricky, I guess, to get around there. But I tell you, when they are racing, they're fantastic. Watching them go back and forth like that. And just only, 2.5 minutes left or so in this, it's going to be a shootout.
Yeah, think about, right, when you got ready to take your NASCAR Cup car dirt track racing, it's not designed for dirt track racing. Well, these SRX cars not only are not designed for dirt track racing, they're not even like a left-hand offset oval track chassis. They're a straight-ahead road racing chassis that they run on paved ovals and dirt tracks.
But at least it's the same for everybody.
Absolutely.
It may not do everything the way you want them to do it, and it's not purpose-built for dirt. You see a lot of late models and modified sprint cars. You see, the rear ends are moving a lot. They're trying to find any way to get rear drive in the car with having steer in it somehow. This is not like that. The rear end is fixed. It's not moving around a lot, so you got to use the pedals, and you got to be very soft and smooth with them and drive with the gas pedal. A lot of times when the car's not turning on dirt, what do? You hit the gas more and try to get the rear tires spinning to get it to pitch out.
So Newman and Waltrip lined up side by side here on the front row for the restart with a little over a minute and a half left to go in our timed heat race number 1.
And this is going to be good because Newman wants the bottom, Waltrip wants the top. This is going to be a fun race to the end.
Marco Andretti aggressive to the inside of Newman in orange.
He did that to restart before.
Yes, he did.
Someone needs to pay attention to that.
Newman slammed up into Bobby Labonte, pinched him off. Big traffic jam, and they're going to throw the yellow flag out. I'm not so sure that caution, I'll have to confirm, is a waved off restart from race control.
It might be. We'll have to wait and see. I don't know what the rule is here. Can you pass before the start-finish line?
I do get confirmation from race control. That was a waved off restart. I think Michael basically had a little bit too good of a roll going on Ryan Newman, who was the control car for the restart.
So you think it's Waltrip. So I was thinking it might have been Andretti with that move so early. So maybe it was both.
either way, waved off, re-racked for a restart. That will come, from what we're told, we'll get a minimum of 2 laps here under the green flag to finish this heat race number 1.
Okay.
So that was the one to go signal. So we'll do the old green-white checker to finish up our heat race.
Well, that'll make it even more exciting. So if I'm Ryan Newman now, I got to be, pretty aware of what Andretti did last time. You already seen he's laying back a little bit. He's trying to time a run. Newman's going to adjust to that.
Yeah, and did. There he goes. Green flag with 2 laps to go in this heat.
Newman said, I'll go early this time. And that worked out just fine.
Big break for Bobby Labonte in that, too. Remember, your average finish in the 2 heats. Bobby had gotten shoved wide when Newman got knocked up the track, so good break for him. So it's Andretti down low, Waltrip up high. They're knocking around back behind him as they get the white flag in our first heat.
And Newman and Andretti, they're racing for the championship here tonight. So it's very important for them to race near each other. Newman's trying to make about 8 points on Andretti. So this is a good race. They're getting points for the heat race as well.
Checkered flag is out at the end of heat race number 1. Ryan Newman will win it. Michael Waltrip second. Marco Andretti third. Bobby Labonte fourth. And